Hey guys, it's Stacy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little something different because instead of doing a supernatural video, I'm going to be diving into one of my other all-time favorite fandoms, and that is Harry Potter. So for this video, I'm going to be doing the Harry Potter tag. So let's just jump right into the questions. Alright, so this tag broke it up in different sections. So there's general, characters, would you rather, that should be interesting, book to movie adaptation, Hogwarts questions, and then miscellaneous. So let's start with the general. Question 1, favorite book? Prisoner of Azkaban. Least favorite book? Do I really have one? Favorite movie? Also Prisoner of Azkaban. Least favorite movie? By far, Order of the Phoenix. When that movie came out and I saw it on the premiere night, I think I was like 15 at the time, I cried for like 3 days because I was so depressed because I hated it so much. Favorite quote? So my favorite quote is not like a, well, I don't know, maybe it's probably well known in the fandom, like more detail oriented fans, but it's not like one of the famous quotes, I don't think. So my favorite quote comes from Deathly Hallows, from when Ron finds his way back to Hermione and Harry using the Deluminator that Dumbledore left him. So the quote is, and this is Ron speaking, "He must have known I'd want to leave." And then Harry says, "No, he must have known you would always want to come back." I remember when I read that, my heart just like melted. I love that quote. And then I got so mad because I didn't include it in the stinking movie. All right, now moving on to character questions. Favorite Weasley? I probably have to say Fred and George. I guess those are, I mean, those are two characters, but everybody associates them together. But I love Fred and George, and I also love Arthur. Favorite female character? I know this is like the obvious, but it's Hermione. She's badass. Favorite villain? I had to think about this one a little longer because I wasn't quite sure, but then I figured it out. My favorite villain is Tom Marvolo Riddle, as in like Tom Marvolo Riddle from The Diary and Chamber of Secrets, just because I remember when I saw the movie as a kid before I read the books. I was like, oh dang, he cute. Favorite male character? So favorite male character is a tie because my top favorite characters of all are also male, but that would have to be, it's a tie between Neville and Lupin. Those are my two absolute favorite characters from the series. Favorite professor, again, it's gonna have to go to Lupin and also McGonagall. All right, now we're getting into the would you rather section. Would you rather A, wash Snape's hair, or B, spend a day listening to Lockhart rant about himself? And I had to choose Lockhart just because of nothing else. If you didn't know the guy and you hadn't heard him a million times, like if you were a student, you hadn't sat in his class a million times, it'd probably be pretty entertaining. Who would you rather duel? A, an elated Bellatrix, or B, an angry Molly? It's no question, it's Bellatrix. We have all seen what can happen when Molly gets mad and she fights Bellatrix. Would you rather travel to Hogwarts via Hogwarts Express or flying car? I have to go with the train, it's classic. All right, this one got me. Would you rather kiss Voldemort or B, give Umbridge a bubble bath? And I'm just like, kiss Voldy? I don't know, like they're both so terrible. But I think if I had to pick, I guess I'd pick that one. Would you rather A, ride a hippogriff, or B, ride a firebolt? To me, it's no question, it's a hippogriff. All right, now we're on to the book to movie adaptation questions. So this is question 16. Is there a character which you felt differently about in the movies versus books? Absolutely, I think many fans agree with this, that it is by far Ginny Weasley. Ginny Weasley in the books is such a badass girl. She's strong, she's a leader, she's funny, she's witty, and in the movies, she's terrible. All right, question 17. Is there a movie you preferred instead of the book? I think probably not. I think it definitely still the book always wins. Question 18, Richard Harris or Michael Gambon as Dumbledore? I don't know anybody that would pick Michael Gambon, quite honestly. It's just Richard Harris he was Dumbledore. He was perfect. Question 19, your top thing, person or event, which wasn't included in the movie that annoys you most. It's gotta be my favorite quote, which I already talked about. Also, in the 7th book, the conversation or like the duel between Harry and Voldemort, like the ultimate duel at the very end when they're in Hogwarts, Harry is just like so in control of the dialogue and the way that he's talking to Voldemort. It was so powerful to me. Also, I hate that honestly that whole scene in the movie was bad for me. But I also hated that they didn't give Voldemort a body. In the book, he has a body and they have to be like, what do we do with the body of Voldemort? And to me, that is just so powerful because it really made him more human. Even though he wasn't human, it was a very human thing that they had to deal with. Next question, if you could remake any of the Potter movies, which would it be? Order of the Phoenix, because like I said, it's my absolute least favorite of the movies. On to the Hogwarts questions. This is question 21. Which house was your first gut feeling you'd be a part of? Gryffindor. Which house were you actually sorted into on Pottermore? Gryffindor. I've taken it, I think, 4 times now, and 3 out of the 4 times over the years, I've gotten Gryffindor. Once I got Slytherin. Which class would be your favorite? I always say Charms. I don't know why. I literally have no reason as to why. It just seems like, I don't know. I just picked Charms. Also, Care of Magical Creatures I think would be really cool because I love animals. Which spell do you think would be most useful to learn? It would have to be Accio. I think that would be the most useful. Not my favorite spell. That's a different story. That has to be Expecto Patronum. But as far as usefulness, it has to be Accio. Which character at Hogwarts do you think you'd instantly become best friends with? This one I had to think about for a while because I'm not really sure. I ended up picking Neville, but I don't know if that's just because Neville's my favorite and like my heart goes out to him. And his character development is just so amazing by the time we see him in the last book. But I picked Neville. Lastly, on to the miscellaneous questions. If you could own one of the 3 hollows, which would it be? The cloak. Is there any aspect of the books you'd want to change? This can be a character event, anything. I would have to say losing Tonks and Lupin. That would be what I would change. Favorite Marauder? Lupin. If you could bring one character back to life, which would it be? Lupin. I'm seeing a theme here, are you? And the last question is hollows or Horcruxes, and of course I picked the hollows. So those were all of the questions in this Harry Potter tag. Now it's time for me to tag somebody else. So I would love to tag my good friend Ashley, who has a YouTube channel. It's mostly supernatural related, but she does fandoms of all kinds, and I know for sure that she loves Harry Potter. So please, please, please go check out her channel. Ashley, I'm tagging you to do this video. Subscribe to her channel, and we might just be planning something for you guys in the future, maybe a giveaway together. But that being said, Ashley, I tag you, you're it. Go do this tag. If you like this tag, do it too. I would love to see everybody's videos if you're a Harry Potter fan, answer these questions. And like I said, go visit Ashley's channel. I'll link it down below and subscribe. She's amazing. So that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye!